hearts. I'm trying to get this camera in the right place. Let's see if that's going to be good. I never know. Let me see. Until I actually go live. How is everybody? Game night tonight. Party Piggy is our bundle we're using. So excited to have you guys with us. Let's see if people start popping in, because let me get the control room open and see what I see. I might have to adjust my... Hey, Clem. I have to figure it out. I might have to adjust once I can see. Let's see. Oh, I think it's good. Can I bring it any higher? I don't think I need to go any higher. I think that's good. So I have this one, this one, this one, and the one below it. Okay, I think we're good. How's everybody doing? Hey, Sherry. Okay, so there is a warning for you guys, because there is thunderstorms in the area. So I'm not sure if there's going to be a problem with the live. I am hoping that there is not, but I can't control Mother Nature. So just saying, if for whatever reason, I'll start a new one if we lose connection. But Sherry, if you can help me, Rose won't be here tonight. She has a VBS thing. Hey, Joyce. And so I will need to see if you just text me, Cher. I'm gonna keep open our thread, our text thread, and if you text me, Sherry, and hey, Sharon. So happy that you're here. I'm going to give people a few minutes to get in here, and I will talk about how to play game night. So we're using the Party Piggy set, and I have this little mini trash can that I use as my bingo piece. I have all the numbers included on these round circles. Oops. All the numbers 1 through 31. And what I do is I take them and I put them into, hey, Natalie. I put them into this little bin here, and then I just mix them around and kind of grab a number, and whatever number I grab, that's the first number. And then if you have that number, you would say the letter L. We're trying to spell the word lucky, so you need all 5 of your numbers called. And if you call lucky, then we know that the first person who calls lucky gets to pick a prize from a stack of prizes I have. And then if 2 people get it at the same time, and one person is first and the other person is second, the person who is second, I will send them a stack of my cards. And it's just a variety of cards that I have made. So this is the consolation prize if 2 people win bingo at the same time. Okay? And let's say that you win a consolation prize, and then the next game you get lucky. You can give back the consolation prize and choose some product if you wish. Sharon, you can watch. I'm going to be making projects, so if you want to see them, you're more than welcome to stay. Lots of people watch that aren't playing. You don't have to be paid or signed up to stay. You can still watch. But if you want to sign up, it's not too late, Sharon. I have not sent out the projects. I take registration up until the last minute. So if you want to register, you can. If not, you can just stay and watch us. It's really okay. Hey, Donna. Clem is watching. She is not part of game night, but she's going to watch. So you are more than welcome to stay. Oh, good. I see that she says she could. Okay, thanks. So good. Who are we waiting on? I think we're waiting on Miss Kimberly V. She's not here yet. Oh, there she is. Hi, Kimberly B. All these Kimberlys. We got all these Kimberlys. Hey, Janice. Yay. Okay, I think we have everybody. I think. No, Monica isn't in here. Monica's not here yet, but sometimes she doesn't show up till late, so I don't know if John's coming in. I'm going to ask him because he's always our helper. I'm going to ask him if he's going to come in and come into the live or not. How's everybody doing tonight? So the bundle for tonight is the Party Piggy. And if anybody wants to join, they can join at the last minute. I do have last minute signups available. I just need your 5 numbers that you need, and you just have to go to a link that I will provide you and pay. And once you're paid, then you can participate. I will take participation. Hey, Roxanne. All the way up until I finish the first project, and then that's when we play our first game. So once we start playing games, then no more registrations. But right now, if anybody wants to sign up and play, you're more than welcome to. If you just want to watch, you can just watch, and maybe you'll play with us next time. Yeah, it's Lou's birthday, but she's not here today, Sherry. She chose not to hang out with us for her birthday. I don't know why. She wouldn't want to. There's John. Yay. I hope everybody's doing well. We have a couple of new people watching us, so please make them feel welcome. We have Sharon Parsonage. And, well, Kimberly B is not new, but just make her feel welcome anyway, because she doesn't come every single week. Roxanne, I'm so glad you're here. I was letting everybody know that we're supposed to have thunderstorms in the area. John Lou's not here. She chose to spend her birthday with other people. I don't know what she's doing today. But we may have thunderstorms, and if there's a problem, I will restart this video if I lose connection for whatever reason as soon as I can. All of the people that are playing, I have all of your numbers, so I will text you and let you know what's going on. And I guess that's it. I know, John, like, where better place would she want to spend her birthday than with all of us? The best place ever. I know, Kimberly, I wish you lived closer. All right, let's go ahead, and I think everybody's here except for Monica. I don't know where she is. I will give her one more text and see what's going on with her. Let's see. Monica. John, you might have to play for Monica. Until she shows up. I don't know what's going on. Maybe she still has her grandkids. Yeah. Last time, she rode off on a motorcycle, remember, and she came back like in the second game or something. John. Come get her numbers, John, and you can play for her. And if she doesn't show up, then she doesn't show up. But I don't know if she forgot. I just texted her a second time. I'm trying to find what I did with the numbers, because that's important. Oh, there they are. Okay, I found them. I'll write down her numbers for you and you can play for her and hopefully she'll show up. Everybody else is here though. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. You guys are going to absolutely 100% without fail love, and I'm not saying that lightly, you're going to love the projects. She is a wild one. Oh, I think she's texting me now. Let's see what she has to say. Oh my gosh, these are the cutest cards I've made in a really long time. Hey, Milani. She says she'll be home in 15 minutes, so she should make it, John. If not, you can play her numbers. I'm going to let her know that John's going to play her numbers. John will play your numbers till you get here, Monica. All right, I told her. John, come get her numbers. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly, I think, what happened. That's so funny. Melania, it's been so long since I've seen you. I can't believe it. Okay. So let's go ahead and let me show you some of the projects. So we're using Party Piggy. Every month we pick a different bundle. I don't know what I'm going to do for next month yet. Haven't decided. Does anybody have any suggestions what bundle or stamp set we should use for next month's game night? If you do, put your ideas in the chat. I'm going to move Party Piggy out of the way for right now. I don't know which card to do first. I guess I'm going to do this one first. I know, Milani, it has been 10 years. So this is one of the projects with the domes. So when you purchase game night, if you didn't have Party Piggy and you chose to add it on, I do pay your shipping and tax. So it's a little bit of a discount if you purchase it through me. And then the domes were part of the action, and then the stuff that goes in the shaker. So I'm going to show you all of that. So this is our first card. Hey, Maleda. Christmas in July, Natalie. Okay, we'll do some Christmas. I'll have to figure out what we're going to do, though. Hopefully I can. My class for July, for the month of July, is going to be a Christmas class, but I'll have to think about that, but that's a great idea, Natalie. So this is our first little shaker. So cute because it hops up and down and slides side to side. So the inside says, let's party. And the outside has the little piggy. So be aware when you get your kits, you may not all have the same paper background DSPs. They may slightly vary, but everything that you'll get in your kit will match. Because if I get enough people, then I need to use other designs. So that's how that works. But let's go ahead and get started. We will start with this card first. So the first thing that I am going to do is, of course, we're going to start with our base. So our basic white base is 8.5 by 5.5, just a normal card base. I don't normally do the measurements in this video because if you pay to play, then you will get your kit with all the measurements. So I don't need to talk about them in the video because you will have them all in your kit, and in your project kit will come a project sheet that gives you all your dimensions so that you can recreate these multiple times. And so I like that idea too, Sherry. I think it's a really good thing for us to possibly go that route. Okay, so here is our designer series paper. So we're gonna put that next. Thank you, Janice. Me too, Roxanne. I'm surprised you didn't take this class from me. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Then we are going to have a piece of cardstock that we are going to trim with our scissors. And I'm going to come in here from the center and then add my little bannered end. So there is that. I always seem to leave just a little tiny piece in the middle. Okay, I think I got it. Well, maybe. I thought I had gotten it. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna add this piece here, but first we're gonna stamp it. So let me grab a scrap paper, and we're going to grab Memento Tuxedo Black. Where is my ink? Did I put it away? Why is everything always missing when I need it? I'm kidding, I found it. But I'm constantly losing everything. I don't know, you guys are used to me by now, but just saying. So we're using Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And we're going to use the stamp, this confetti with the curly cues. I love that, little baby tails, baby piggy tails. And we're going to add this. And those of you who are paying for class, don't forget, I always add little goodies for you guys. I am never without goodies in my class kits. Ask the girls that take classes from me. They never have naked kits. They always have stuff in them because I don't believe in naked kits. So it's super important to me to spoil the people that support me. And so kits always have bonus goodies that they were not expecting in them. And it's so much fun. All right. So let me clean my stamp. So there is our confetti background. Oh, yay, Natalie. I'm so glad. All right, so there is that piece, and we are going to add this to our card. You'll get this paper in your kit, Donna. All right. I know I use a lot of glue, but it is what it is. What did I say that you thought that was? Oh my goodness. I don't even remember. I have to remember what I say when I say it. There's so much you can do with this set. This set is amazing. Okay, so here is our base. So when you guys get your kit, your piggy will fit, but first what you want to do is stamp your piggy head and then die cut it out, and then stamp your body and then die cut it out. Because if a little piece is left over, like is not cut, like it's not completely rounded, I'll show you the die. See, a little piece, let me find the right way, here we go. A little piece is not in there. It's okay because it's covered. See, that little divot is missing. You don't need it. I had to make the best use of this DSP when I was cutting, so you may have a small piece. So remember, do the head first at the top, then you can attach it. No one sees that little piece that's missing, so it's really not a big deal. So we're going to go ahead and add the head onto his little body. So cute. I love these little pigs. All right, so we're going to give him a party hat, and you are going to die cut with basic black, Memento Tuxedo Black ink, your piggy and your party hat, and then that gets attached to the head on the top. Okay, now we have to cut a circle. I'm going to show you out of the belly. So let's get that attached first. Okay, I'm going to grab my mini cutter and okay. So we're going to put our piggy on there, and the circle for these shakers comes with the dies, so you will need that little circle. So you're going to put your little piggy on here, and you're going to take your piece and you're going to die cut. Let me see, I need to move the head up just slightly. It was just a hair too low. It's still wiggly. I just have to do it slowly so it doesn't tear. Okay, let's see if that was better. Cut the circle before, not like I did. Here, I'm going to take the head off and I'll add it in a minute. So we're going to add this little circle here to the piggy's body. Okay. All right, so now I can put his little head back on. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't cut anything out of his face. All right, so you want to save this piece, okay? So we're going to get a dome out. You must be super tired if you thought Kits was naked pits. That's funny. Okay. All right, so you need one of the domes, and the domes come with adhesive on both sides. So that's the nice thing about getting these little domes. So you have an adhesive ring on this side, and you have an adhesive ring on the opposite side, okay? So what we're gonna do next is we are going to attach our ring on the top. And so if you use your take your pick tool, you can get that little piece up on the top here, and you want to remove that one, and we're going to put the little dome on the piggy. So we're just going to slide it over, and then what you want to do is just run your finger all the way around and get that adhesive to fit. So there is our little piglet. Hey, Julie. Okay, so next, let me put this die away before I lose it, because that would be sad, wouldn't it? If I lost the perfect circle for the piggy's dome belly. Okay. So the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna figure out where your little piggy is gonna end up on your piece, and you want to glue this pink part underneath it, like wherever he's gonna end up. So if that's the spot, what you want to do is just keep it there. You're gonna lift up, you're gonna put glue behind a portion of it, then you're gonna lift up the other side and put glue behind the other side. So now when that dot is down, this is where we're gonna put our piggy right over the top, so that it looks like his whole belly is back in place again, okay? So this piece here that we pulled off, we can throw that away. And what we're gonna do next is we're gonna grab some of the shaker material. Hey Julie, have you used this Party Piggy yet? So cute. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a spoon, and I'm just going to grab first some of the confetti pieces, and you want them all to fit on that circle. So there is static involved, as always when you're using shaker material. Just take your time. And first, I wanted some of those stars and stuff that fall to the bottom because these are the lightest, the curly cues that are like the piggy tails. And so what I want to do is add them, but they're at the top of my shaker stuff, so I have to grab those separately because they won't go to the bottom because they're not heavy like the other shaker materials. So once you have enough curly cues in there, you just want to make sure that everything fits in that circle. And if you want to put a little bit more of like the stars and the heavier pieces, you just have to tap them off of your little spoon. But make sure that they're in the very center of your circle, okay? And oh Lord, I keep a plastic spoon in my drawer. I use it for lots of stuff. I use it when I have to do like pushing back glue, not glue, ink, when a ink pad is too full. I use it for that. I use it for so many things. But the key is you just want to make sure that all of these little pieces are in the center of your little dome, of your circle, okay? So now we're going to pull off the dome. Hey Monica, you made it. We're still doing the first project, but we're almost done with it. So now we're going to pull off this. Well, I have to try and get it. It's hard to, these are harder to remove, but if you use your take your pick tool, it's a little bit simpler. Okay, so we're going to remove the ring right there, and we're also going to put wet glue on the piggy because the whole thing is going to be glued down, not just the dome. I'm going to move it slightly. Okay, so I'm going to put glue on the piggy's head and his hat, his little arm, his other little foot, his tail, and the top of him. So just make sure that you have glue on the piggy and then your dome is ready. And then what you're going to do is you're going to hover it over the top. I held the foot and the ear, and I'm just hovering it over till I get it situated so none of the blue paper is showing, that it's just the pink of the belly. And then you're going to slowly push down your piggy and get him secured to your card. And there is your shaker. And now we're going to do what's shaken bacon, because what's cuter than that for a sentiment for a shaker card, right? So we're going to do that in Memento Tuxedo Black. And I'm going to bring it down here where I can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to add that sentiment. Okay. Now I'm going to fussy cut around my sentiment. And then we're going to stamp the inside. And then project number 1 will be done. Okay. So let's grab our scissor, and I just wanted to kind of have a very free flowing piece, so I'm wiggling my scissor in and out around the sentiment and making sure that all of it is covered. I have to curl this part and curl this part. And again, at the top, same thing, just curve back and forth. And we're going to attach this with dimensionals. So we're just going to grab a couple of them. So we'll put big ones there, and we'll do little ones on the outer edge. All right. So let's grab our take your pick tool. And what's shaken bacon. And then for the inside, we're going to glue another strip. This will come in your kit of designer series paper to the inside. And then we're going to stamp above it with Petunia Pop. So let's grab Petunia Pop. And we're going to put a couple of the party hats. One here. One here. And then we're going to add Let's Party. Same ink color. We'll add that kind of wonky right next to the hats. So there's our inside. So cute. What do you guys think of this first project? Oh, that must have been precious, Monica. Did you use the little domes? So there's the little domes, and there's my little shakers. Pretty fun. You guys enjoy this? Let's add our embellishments. I'm just using some random embellishments that I felt would look good on this project. I have so many embellishments in my stash, you'll never know what you'll get until you get them. Let's put 2 down here and 1 at the top. So you'll get something fun. So cute! I know, he's having such a good time. Look at him hanging out. All right, so card number 1 is finished. I'll move that out of the way for the moment. And we will start our first game of Lucky Number. Is there anybody in there that wanted to play that I missed, that wanted to play Lucky Number? Did you see anybody, Sherry? I don't know if I clean this, so I need to. All right. I don't think I missed anybody, so I think we're good. Let's get our little bucket out. Oh, Monica, you need your numbers. Okay. I have to find them. I gave them to John. Monica, 6, 9, 17, 27, and 25. Got it? Thank you, Sherry, for letting me know that she needs her numbers. All right, guys, here we go. So our first card, I'll just leave it out while we're doing our numbers here. So cute. Here we go. Monica's here, John, so she can play. All right, the first number is 22. 22. 18. Thank you, John, for being sub. 19. I'm going to go kind of quick with the numbers until we start getting close to having the word lucky. 24. 29. 31. 16. Ooh, a lot of L's. 8. 9. 1. 14. 26. Donna, you need a number. Let's see if this next one is one of yours, Donna. 13. 30. Yay, Donna's on the board. 28. Ooh! We have LUC. 4. 25. 6. Ooh, Janice. 10. I can't believe how many numbers. I hardly have any left. All the ones you guys need are in the bin. That's so funny. 7. 'Ooh, Lisa, you're close. 2. 'Janice called Lucky. Does anybody else have Lucky? All right, let's see if Janice got it. So let's see. 2, 4, 8, 16, 24. Yep, that's a good bingo. Congratulations, Janice. Gosh, I think all the numbers were left in the bottom. That was probably the longest we've ever gone without getting one. So Janice, let's let you pick your prize. Hang on, let me grab those. And I'll let you choose what you want. I have the Round We Go bundle. I have the Market Goodness bundle. I love this bundle. And it has my famous carrot on it. I have the You Are Remarkable stamp set with the Distress Tile embossing folder. And I have Happiest of Birthdays stamp set with Lovely Layers vellum pack. Which would you like, Janice? Market Goodness for Janice. I'm going to put your name on it with a sticky. Congratulations, Janice. You can play again. It'll just be for fun. But keep playing. See how many times you would have won. All right. So that's for Janice. All right. to the next project. Are you guys having fun? Oh my gosh, this is so fun. Okay, I don't know what card to show you next because I love them all so much. Let's do our Hawaiian Piggy. Yes, don't forget to click the thumbs up, guys. Joyce, you silly. This one is so fun. You guys are going to get to make this fun card. Ta-da! All right, let's get started. Look at her little coconut bra. I'm going to kind of bring her up to the camera. Look how cute her little coconut bra is. She's just adorbs. Okay, so let's put her in the corner. Let's get started. I have to grab all the stuff that I need to put her together. I just realized one of the things I needed to prep, I never prepped, so it may take a minute. I'll do that one last. Okay, so we have this one I did not score, so let me score. I think I did all the other ones though. So all of our card bases tonight are basic white. Hey Cheryl, you don't have to be quiet. Join the fray of fun. All right. So for the first part of our card, we are going to stamp our confetti again. This time we're going to stamp it with crumb cake. And this is going to be the grass. I mean, not the grass, the sand. Okay, so you're going to stamp your crumb cake. And then we're going to tear our sand piece. So you're going to tear towards you. Tearing towards you gives you a feathered edge. Okay, so there is our sand. So this is going to go here. Okay. See, confetti sand, how cute is that? Okay, the next piece is our water. So we have some waves, and I'm also going to tear just a hint, not very much, off the top of our water, just so that it has a little extra texture. Okay, so just a small tearing for this piece. And then this one is going to go underneath our sand. Okay. And then we have our sky. And our sky is going to go first. So let's glue our sky first. Let's grab my silicone sheet. What have I done with it? I've lost it. Okay. So you're going to glue your sky on first. So that goes at the top. Put the sky in the top of your card. Okay. Now comes the water, but I want to make sure that it fits under the sand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck it under there, and then I am going to grab my pencil, and I'm just going to put a line here because no one will see it, but that's how I'll know where to glue this down. So we're going to put our adhesive on the back. And you want to use your mini roller with this one, guys, because there's nooks and crannies. So I'm going to line it up to the line that I just made on here and put that down. I'm going to grab my mini roller because this really helps to spread the wet glue, and it will get all of it to really adhere in those nooks and crannies. So there is our water, and now we'll glue our sand. All right. So there is our sand. So cute. All right, on the top, we're going to add a sun. So we're going to use dimensionals, of course, to stick that down. We don't have Rose here tonight. She's at VBS, so no one is counting the dimensionals that I used on my last card or this one. So this is a dimensional free counting night. But I'm going to add my dimensionals to my sun. Oh, are you? I didn't see you put the number last time, Sherry. How do we know we can trust you? I'm teasing. We know we can trust you. Okay. I really should have used my take your pick tool because these don't want to come off. Come on. All right. Oh, I forgot to stamp what's shaken bacon, because this is also a card that shakes, so this sentiment is perfect. So I'm going to put it up here in the corner of the sky. Make sure it's nice and inked. Okay. These cards, I had the most fun using this Piggy set than I've had in a really long time making cards. So this one was a super fun project. Okay, so we're going to put our sun in the sky here. Now comes the piggy, so let's put that off to the side. All right, so the piggy needs some flowers for their hair. So I'm using the Petal Park Flower Punch, and I'm gonna get 2 flowers. Well, I am if it's big enough, the piece that I grabbed. Okay, it is. So we're gonna put 2 of those. Okay. So we need those flower pieces, and then we're gonna use some embellishments. What the name is, one only can guess. But we're putting them in the centers of the flowers. But first, what we're going to do is curl the petals. So what you want to do is flip the paper backwards and use your bone folder to curl your petals forward on your flowers. And then I'm going to do the other ones. You never know with me how many dimensionals I'll use. As you guys are counting, I decide not to use them. Alright, so I'm going to put 2 of these embellishments in the centers, and I'm going to put a little one up here on my sun for a little glint on the sun. No, you don't have to have the flower punch, Natalie. Anything that was not included in the add-ons, you do not need. I will include it in your kit. So you'll get your punched flower pieces in your kit, Nat. So no worries. Okay, so we have 2 little cute flowers. I'm just going to set them off to the side. They're included, but I always include what I'm using for the cards as add-ons. So if I want you to purchase it or if it's mandatory for you to have it, when you sign up, it'll always be listed under add-ons. And anything that's an add-on, I always pay the shipping and tax on it, so you only pay the straight amount for the add-on. So it's like a bonus for you. If you order it through me, you don't have to pay shipping and tax. And so it really helps me because I'm trying to earn the incentive trip this year. So it helps my sales by you supporting me and purchasing add-ons. And that way you don't have to worry about it and you have all the things to do all the things. Okay? So next is our little piglet. So this one, you're going to have a separate piece for the head and a separate piece for the body cut for you. So just stamp in Memento Tuxedo Black and have your two pieces. And what we want to do next is we want to color the little ears on the piggy. So we're going to use one of the Natural Tones blends. I think it's from the dark medium. And I'm using it on the little piggy's spots. My sister, I'm surprised she's not here tonight. She said that these piggies look so real. And then this one that I'm using for the piggy outline and for the little hooves is also from the Natural Tones blends, and it's from the light pack. Okay, so we're going to do inside this ear. We're going to go around and down. We're going to highlight our little piglet. And then we're going to put her together. She's so stinking cute. I can't believe I forgot to do one thing that I was supposed to do yesterday, and I just spaced and never did it. So I'm sorry that it's not done for you guys, but I'm going to go ahead and color in her nose, her little piggy nose. All right. And then the body, let's do some highlights also. So we'll do here and around. And of course we got to do her piggy tail. So let's do this, and we'll do this arm and the piggy tail. All right. So did you know you could use your blends on cardstock that was not white? Now you know. All right, so I'm just going to add a little bit of glue and put her little head on. Look how cute she is. Then we're going to take one of her flowers, and I'm going to add that to her little ear. Look how cute she is. Precious. Precious! So precious. Okay. So we have to take her little coconuts and put those on as well. I love this little piggy. She's so cute. Okay, so we're going to put one right there and one right there. Okay, and then we're going to use our Stampin' Up marker, and we're just going to draw the strings on her top like that. Okay. She's so precious. Okay, so you're going to get, oh, did you go to the fair yesterday, Kimberly? So this is how we're making her skirt, okay? So I'm going to show you how to take your piece, and you're going to make a loop, okay? And you're going to take your loop and you are going to put it to the bottom of your ribbon, and then you're going to poke your ends of your ribbon through your loop, and then you're going to pull, and that will attach your pieces, okay? And you're going to get all these pieces sent to you, so you'll have them. And you just want to make sure that you flare out these little gold ends here. All right, and this is going to get attached to our piglet. But before we attach it, it's too long. We don't need it this long. So we're going to bring in our ribbon scissors, and we're going to give it a little haircut. So you're going to get long pieces, because if not, you won't be able to get them through to attach them. But then you want to trim them, and you may have to give them a haircut twice. We'll start with this length, but I think I still need a little haircut on this side here. Okay, so you want about that much, because when you put it on your little piggy here, you just don't want it to overtake. So this is we're gonna spread out these pieces, and then this gets separated and moved over. Hang on, this one doesn't want to move. There we go. All right, and then we're going to attach this to the back of our piggy. You can use glue dots. Don't use wet glue, and this is too long. I cut them too long. You don't need them that long. Okay. I'll use some seal. I think that will work, but you can use, oops. Lots of things. Okay, so I'm going to put a little line of seal across my piglet. Okay. And I'm going to turn her back over, and we're going to attach her little skirt. So that line of glue, you want it to find it. Oh my goodness, this hair must be stuck to a piece of glue on me. Okay, and then this comes around her tail, and then you'll attach that to the back. Isn't it just the most precious card ever? Like, I kept making the next piggy, and then the next piggy, and then the next piggy, and every piggy that I made was cuter than the one before. It's literally just the cutest set, and so much you can do with it. Okay, and then on the back, what you want to do is just make sure if you have excess seal that you pick it up before you go any further, because you don't want her to stick to the card. You want her to shake. So just make sure, if you got a little carried away like I did, that you don't have extra. Okay, so there is her skirt. I still think I have too much on this one end. I'm going to just trim a smidge. Okay. Let me put that in the trash. Okay, so now we're going to add her other little flower to the side of her skirt. So let me attach that one. All right. And we're going to put her little flower right here at the end of her hula skirt. That's what we have so far. So precious. How cute is this piglet? And then those of you who are getting the kit, of course, you're going to get the part of the kit that will adhere to your piggy to make her wiggle. So that will come in your kit. So what you want to do is you want to put it in the area of the line of her skirt. So right around that area, and then you're going to peel the back off. And the back is the part that has the most adhesive. The other part goes towards the piggy. The part with the most adhesive goes towards the card, and the least adhesive goes towards the piglet. So I'm going to pull off the adhesive on there. We're going to add our piggy wherever, and I liked her on her toe. So I'm just going to set her down like this, and then I'm just going to push that piece down, and when you do it, there is your hula piggy. Okay, and for the inside, we have Let's Party. So we're going to add that to the inside. That's not the right sentiment. Where is it? Oh, here it is. So let's open our piggy. Let's move this ink pad so I don't get it on top of her. And add Let's Party to the inside of our card. And we can add some, let's add some confetti. I didn't put it on the other card, but I think we need it. Let's close this color and add some confetti, some piggy confetti. Okay, let's do it on this one too. Let's party. That's the weather we've been having here too. It's been horrible, like so crazy, the weather. All right, ladies, what do you think of our cute little hula piggy? Do you think she is the funnest? Give me some hearts if you like her. And don't forget the thumbs up. I appreciate that. All right, so let's play our next game. Everybody have their numbers ready? Me too, Lisa. I want to be in Hawaii. I definitely want to be in Hawaii right now and doing the hula. All right, here we go. Get your numbers ready, my friends. Number 8. Number 5. Thanks, John. 20. 9. 26. 7. 25. 13. 'Ooh, we have an LU. 14. 27. Where's Monica? Monica. Surely she has a number by now. 18. Ooh, LUC for Natalie. 10. 'Ooh, Sherry. 12. 22. 2. 30. 23. 1. Ooh, Natalie and Sherry only need one more. 31. Gosh, guys, so many. 16. Donna has luck. Yay, Donna. You might get it. You never know. 21. 19. Ooh, a lot of lucks now. I better slow down. 15. 4. I only have a few left in here. Somebody should have bingo by now. Donna! All right, let me check. Donna's numbers are, let's see, 2, 12, 13, 19, and 20. Where's 20? Oh, here it is. Yep, good. A good one. Congratulations, Donna. John, you're so funny. We have a winner. Chicken dinner. We only had a few. I can't believe how long we've been going without bingos. Without a lucky number winner. I'm going to mix them up again before we get started for the next time so that they are all nice and mixed up. And then we'll start project number 3. Well, Monica wasn't here for this one. I don't know where she went. Monica, where are you? So fun. So far, are you guys loving these piggy projects? Because I think they're pretty awesome. I did, Natalie. I mixed them up. Okay. On to the next project. So this one is a little piglet who is playing in the mud. Oh, wait. Donna, you have to pick your prize. I got it carried away. Okay, so you are remarkable with the distressed folder. Happiest birthdays with the lovely layers vellum. Round, oh, that's it. Round we go, because we have 3 left. Which would you like, Donna? I forgot, Sherry, but I caught myself back up. I got excited. I was ready to make the next card. I'm just as excited about the cards as I am about the games. Which would you like, Donna? I'm going to grab some water while she's thinking. Monica, refresh your feed. I think Monica's behind. Happiest of birthdays. Okay. This one's really cute. It says happy little bit late birthday. And I like the happy B-day. And this one is so fun because it's so big. I love it. Good choice, Donna. All right, 2 prizes, 2 games left. Let's move to the next one. All right. So here is, Monica, refresh your feed because we are done with the game and we're getting ready to start with the next project. I just want to make sure that you see it. Okay, so this little piggy here is playing in the mud. So we're going to make some mud for him to play in. Some nice wet mud. And it says, I am so proud of you. And then inside you have more mud. Hopefully Monica will catch up and see that she has to refresh her feed. What do you guys think of this little guy moving around? He spins around. He plays around on in the mud puddle. Isn't he just the cutest thing you've ever seen? Oh my gosh, he's precious. I think I'm going to take these off because they keep falling off because of the piggy. All right, so there he is. Just as cute as can be, spinning around, having a good time in his mud puddle. I thought he was just the most precious thing. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make this project. Thank you, Julie. I know, you guys should have played bingo with us. See all the stuff you're missing out on? All the kits that are cut for you. You can just make your cute cards real quick. Thank you, Donna. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. I love him. He's precious. Okay, let's move that piggy out of the way. All right, on to our mud piggy. All right. So we're gonna stamp I am so proud of you on a piece of cardstock. You're gonna get a little strip like this, and you want to stamp it on, that's one of the sentiments that comes in this set. I'm gonna bring it down because I cannot see, and I just want to make sure I'm still in camera, but I think I am. Yours will not be as long as this. It will be the strip. I just grabbed a scrap out of my scrap area. So there is our sentiment. I'm just getting that part out of the way because it's the only stamping I have to do. Yeah, Monica, your video was behind. You had to refresh. I was worried about you. Okay, so our piggy, you're going to cut the two pieces just like all the other ones. Oh, and I forgot, we have to trim this. If you guys need my little guillotine cutter, I have the Amazon link for you in my video, in the description of the video. Whenever I can use this punch, I always use it because it literally makes my life so much easier. I love this little punch, and it's retired, but I use it all the time. I don't know about you guys, but I love it. All right, so there's our little bannered ends. Sometimes they retire stuff that's so good and we don't ever have anything else, and so you have to use it, so you got to save your stuffs. Okay, so now we're going to go around him. So I used Pretty in Pink to go around our little piglet. So we're gonna go around like we did with the last time, and we're gonna color in and do his little tail. Cute. And then his spots are going to be brown, so we're not going to worry about the spots. We're just going to do our piggy. And these are blends. Okay. Color his nose. And I outlined his chin and his mouth also. Now we're going to use the Natural Tones blends from the dark, because it's really a really nice blackish brown. So we're going to do his spots and then his inner ear here. And then we're going to do his hooves and his spots and speckles. I forgot to do the piggy's legs. I have to bring that Pretty in Pink back. Don't forget his legs. I forgot the small spot also. All right. So let's go ahead and glue our little piglet down to itself, and then we'll do the mud splatters in a little bit. First, we're gonna just make sure it's nice and secured in place, okay? To the side with its sentiment in the corner. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a scrap paper, and I'm going to use Pretty Pecan and a blending brush. And it doesn't really matter if you get blotches because this doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, Julie, thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. She's on the other side of the hemisphere, so it's daytime for her. All right. So we're gonna add, and then I'm gonna fill in just some light on there. So you can see all the darkness that I have added, okay? With the pecan pie. And I really wanna make sure that like my edges are dark. All right. And then next thing we're going to do is grab our early espresso and a dauber. Now, daubers are smaller, and when you want to really concentrate color, I recommend a dauber for areas. So this is going to be one of the wet mud spots in his little mud pen. And I don't want it to be a perfect circle because it wouldn't be if it was real mud. So we're just going to add a little color here and there. All right. And don't forget your edges. You don't want them to be all the same. So we're going to do this one over here in this edge. And I really want my corners darker, so I'm adding to the corners some early espresso. And then I'm going to do a large mud patch right here. Has anybody, tell me what you've made with your Party Piggy if you've already made cards with it. Curious. All right, so this one is the last mud puddle. It's the biggest one. And then I want to add just a smidge right here. Okay. So that's what you want to do. You want to use a dauber and a blending brush and try and get some nice mud patches. And then, do you guys remember a little stamp set that's called Elements of Text? If you have this one, I highly recommend you use these splatters that are in it, but you can use any splatter stamp in any particular pack that you want. And you're going to put mud splattering all over your mud pen, okay? So we're going to add it here and there. You just want a variety of splatters. And then I'm going to clean that one. I'm going to do the other one. Well, actually, let's do our piglet. Let's put some on the piglet. Okay. All right. I'm going to use the other one. Oh, okay, Sherry. It's just the cutest set. All right, so our piglet, of course, has to be covered in mud. So he is. And so we're going to finish adding some splatters across. All right, so now that his mud pen is super muddy and our piggy is super muddy, all we're gonna do now is punch our little movement piece out of the center. Okay, so you're gonna lift this up and you're gonna put it as far in as your punch will go, and you want it even, but yours is coming punched for you, so don't worry about that. Okay. And save this piece. You will get that piece also in your kit. So you're gonna fold your card base. Okay. And we're going to attach our little piglet base on top. So what you want to do first is you just want to place it over the top of your card, and then you want to go ahead and put adhesive on this piece. And put it in place. So you're going to hold this where it's going to get glued down. And then you're going to put this back in that hole. Okay? And then you're just going to lift up. And that gets attached onto your card base flat. You don't need the punch, Monica. It's coming with your kit. But if you want to purchase it, it is on last chance, and it is a really fun punch to have. So I highly recommend if anybody doesn't have this punch. Oh yeah, it does look like chocolate ice cream. You must be hungry for ice cream. But it's on last chance, Monica. I would highly recommend that you get the punch if you don't have it, because it's amazing. Okay, so now this piece we're going to pop up off of our card. But first, I'm going to go ahead and attach my sentiment at the bottom. And then we'll put the dimensionals on the back. And this pink just pops so well against this brown color, doesn't it? All right, so there's our sentiment. All right, so what I like to use for this is the edge pieces of these. I save them when I'm done with them, and we're going to use this whole edge piece. Yeah, it's perfect for so many projects. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to just cut right down the center of the long side, and then down the center of the other long side. And you could use the shaker element strips, but I think they're too tall, so I like to use the leftovers from my minis. And then you're going to do the same thing here. You're going to go down the center and down the center. Okay. So we flip this over. Let me put Piggy up here. I have too much stuff on my desk. Okay. So we're going to use these strips. Bacon with ice cream is so yummy. And bacon on donuts is so yummy. So what you want to do is you want to add one of those strips. The longest ones will fit on the short side of your card. Okay? And then these shorter ones. I can't see what that's a picture of, Natalie. Can you write it? I can't tell. All right. And then we're going to use this one on the opposite side. And then we're going to cut these edges. So I'm just going to cut straight down here and down here. And I will pull this edge off. And we're going to put the straight edge against the outside. And then I'm just going to snip this right here. Oh, a BLT, yum. I don't really care for lettuce and tomato though cold. I mean, I eat lettuce in a salad, but not on a sandwich. I don't like hot and cold mixed together. All right, so there's that one. We'll trim that little smidge off. Okay. And then we're going to fill with the rest of these pieces, okay? So let me separate this one. And I'm gonna cut them into braces. So I'm gonna put a brace here, okay? And then I'm gonna put a brace here. And then another sideways one there. And another sideways one here. And so this is what I save these kinds of things for when I have something that really needs support. I will add it. And I'm not just going to leave that on there. I'm just going to finish using these pieces. There we go. So that's how we're going to glue that down. So that took care of the entire piece, okay? Now what you're going to do is you're going to put, I'll show you in a second. Pull all the backs off. But I love using the edges of the mini dimensional sides. You know, the edges are so awesome. I use them for so many things. All right, I think I got them all off. Yeah, okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna line this up with our card base, and it also will line up with our little shape piece, okay? Just make sure that you have it positioned correctly. Okay, there we go. So there is our mud pit, okay? I'm gonna take this dimensional here, and I'm going to slide it into that hole, and then I'm going to bring it so that it's halfway in between. The circle is halfway, and then I'm going to grab one regular size dimensional, and I'm going to add it like this, okay, to that piece. That's going to allow this dimensional to slide along that track, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the backing off of this piece, and you're going to add your other circle, okay? So now you have circles, and the circles are coming in your kits as well. So this circle will rotate all along this piece here, okay? Is everybody with me? Just let me know if I need to slow down. But I think I think it's pretty self-explanatory. You guys are so quiet. I think you're concentrating. 14. I have not seen 14. I think Sherry just likes to embellish the number of embellishments that I use. Okay, so then we're going to add our piggy, and we're going to glue him to that circle. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add wet adhesive onto our circle, not all the way to the edges. So there it is. You can see it in the camera. I just want to make sure you can see it. So see how it's not all the way to the edge? Because it will spread. Okay? And then you're going to sit your little piggy, and you want it kind of right here in this portion of his chest, just the center of the piggy. Okay? And just add him to your card, and we just got to give it a minute to set. While it's setting, I'm going to work on the inside of this card. So for the inside of this card, I also did an entire mud splatter mess, okay? So we're just going to do a really quick ink blending. So I have to bring my paper piece back out. Here we go. So we're going to just add some little dirt. Okay, so we're just adding some ink blending, okay, on our 2 spots. And then we're going to use the other color with the stamps and just stamp some splatters on the inside of our card. I think I need to re-ink this ink pad. It's gotten dull probably from all that blending that I did. So I'm just going to add another one here, and then I'm going to grab the other side. This other splatter. And again, just use any splatter stamps that you have. I know, so fun. This is such a fun card. I think this one, I love the hula one, don't get me wrong, but I think I love the piggy in the mud even more because it's so real. Because they love being in the mud, and I just think that this card is just so much fun. All right, so there is our piglet. He should be dry now. And on the first card, I forgot to put my piece inside. So see how it's white? So you want to remember to glue that down. So as you move your piggy around, you don't see white. Because see, when he goes to one side, how you see white? My hands have brown ink on them. So on this one, when he moves to the side, you will still see that splatter and the brown. So it's not as, your eye doesn't get as distracted. But how cute is this little dude swirling around the card playing in his mud pit? All right, so that is card number 3. Hey, John, are you still watching? If you are, John, I'm going to have you do numbers for me. Pull numbers because I forgot to do something that I was supposed to do last night for this last project. And I need to do it. You can't do it for me. So if you are hearing me, say that you're hearing me. Can you come in here, John? I'm going to have John pull the next numbers, and I am going to work on the project for you guys so that we don't have to wait so long for the last project, okay? He's coming. I love this little piglet. He's so cute. Here's some of the prizes. Right here. Here's the numbers. Forgot to do this part. All right, John's coming to do the numbers for you guys while I work on the next project. So that we don't have to wait as long. Is everybody ready? Look at the chat up there. Everybody give a thumbs up if you're ready for the next number pull.
Where's the camera?
You'll see, it'll catch up with you in a second. But you can put from here to this fourth one. So just start going across.
Oh, I see.
Tell them the number.
22.
John's my little amateur here. He's gonna tickle himself now doing this.
All right, here's the next one. 30.
Mix them up good.
Oh, they're mixed. And here's the next one, number 7.
We have an LU, Natalie.
17. Well, Natalie's rocking and rolling. 28.
Natalie, your numbers are doing good today. Kim, are you in the running? You haven't gotten any numbers here yet.
11.
Kimberly has LUC.
19. 3. 16.
2 with just LUC.
10. 31. 2.
You're silly. Woohoo! Lisa and Donna are on the board.
6. 5. 14. 1.
Any lucks yet? Not yet. Sherry and Kimberly have 3. And Natalie has 3.
I know somebody's got this number. 25. Pretty sure that's Monica's number.
Well, I don't know where Monica is. She disappears on us.
There.
Oh, she's there.
20. Oh, Natalie's got luck.
Oh, one more, so you got to slow down so they can pay attention.
8.
Oh, Lisa has luck. Natalie has luck.
Michael Jordan.
They don't know that. Silly.
23.
Oh, Joyce has luck.
$18. $26. Oh,
Oh my goodness, all these people with luck.
oh, there we go. We got a winner.
Joyce. Okay, verify Joyce's numbers.
Where
Just
are
put
they?
the bin there and just make sure don't show the paper in the camera.
Okay.
Just grab
All
her
right.
numbers.
8,
Okay.
11, 18, 3, and 20. Ding, 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 ding.
Joyce, you're a winner. So you have to let us know what you want. There's 2 prizes left.
And where are they?
They're right here. Round we go bundle. Put those numbers back and then you put the prizes. That's a bundle. Round we go bundle. Or You Are Remarkable stamp set with the distressed tile embossing folder, which is, by the way, one of my most favorite folders on the planet. Let me know what Joyce wants. Round we go, Joyce. Okay. Round we go it is, and I've been mixing up the numbers for next time. Everybody say thank you to John. I'm ready for the last card for you guys, so he saved the day tonight. Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
John saved the night. I'm going to write down, I'm still mixing up the numbers. All right, let's see. Joyce is Round we go. So I guess the last winner will get the distressed tile and You Are Remarkable. All right, Joyce, there's your prizes. You can still play for fun. And let's show the last card. I know, John, he's such a trooper. Okay, so let me show you first what I was doing while he was calling numbers. This is what I forgot to do. So needle and thread, and I was making a little ruffle from some ribbon. So I didn't have my scissor where I was standing behind him, so I have to grab that and trim that away now. All right. Anybody guess what we're doing with a little bit of ruffled ribbon? Kimberly. Oh, I have all these frayed pieces. This ribbon likes to give me a little hassle sometimes. So in your kit, you will have a piece that comes to you already ruffled. I will do it for you. But probably you guys know how to do this. I just didn't want to take the time in the project. All right, so let's go ahead and make our last card. Again, we have a piece of basic white for our core. Who is ready? Does anybody have any guesses for what this ruffled ribbon is going to be used for? Anybody have any idea? Good guess, Miss Joyce. Really good guess. We did a Hawaii Piglet already, so not Hawaii Piglet. Okay, get ready to just exclaim. Are you ready for this piggy? Here we go. It's a Princess Piggy. Ta-da! How cute is this card? I love this little piggy card. It says "Let's Party" on the inside with the cute little banners. Adorable. Isla is gonna love these. Or is it Isla with like an E sound, Monica? I've never asked you. She will love this card if you make it for her. How cute is this? Oh my gosh, so cute! Okay, so let's just get started. So, that's right, a Princess Piggy, because of course we should have a Princess Piggy. So important. So let's set the scene for this Princess Piggy. She has a beautiful sky on her, in her realm where she lives. Oh, Isla. Like an aisle. I always thought it was with an S. Oh, I love that even more now. That's so pretty. Okay, and now we're going to add the grass in Piggy's Kingdom. Have I sold you guys on this set? Those of you that have been holding out. I mean, is this piggy not worth every little bit of getting? Oh my gosh, so cute. And the possibilities are endless. Okay, so in your kit, you're going to have 2 of these towers and 2 drawbridges. And you will have a pink door. I'm getting the door. Like this, okay? And so what you need to do to put this together is you're going to take first all of your hot pink pieces and you're going to flip the drawbridge door over and you're going to put, thank you, Joyce. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Donna. I have so much fun with this stuff. You don't even know. It's like playing dress up. I don't know. I love this piggy and I just knew that it was going to make the cutest cards. Okay. So see how I put a line on each edge? And so now you're going to attach this onto just a hair onto your tower on this side and then a hair onto your tower on this side. And so that forms your little castle. And if you want to, of course, you could add the little banner flags sticking out. You just have to drop your castle down a little further. I didn't drop mine. I wanted mine up near the top. So I put those little banner flags on the inside. Okay, so this makes your first piece. So now we're going to put glue on this piece here, okay? And we're going to overlap the door, okay? So it's a different color. Or the arch where the drawbridge door goes, okay? And so that raises that up slightly on the edges, so it's not the same height anymore. It's just slightly raised because you have 2 layers. Thank you, Sherry. Okay, so then we're gonna add dimensionals. So get ready to count, Sherry. To this pretty castle, and your castle will be in your the castle will be in your what do you call it, kit. I couldn't think for a second. And then we're going to go to minis. And then edges. You guys make me feel so good. Thank you so much for all your kind words. Okay, and then in these little, I don't know what they're called, turrets or something? I don't know. I don't really know this terminology very well, but I was not born a princess, although people may beg to differ with me. I'm John's princess. He takes good care of me. Okay, so we're gonna add some little edge pieces. I don't think these should count as a full dimensional because they're very skinny. All right, there we go, and I need one more. I guess I have to drop this piece down a smidge so I have room for it. There we go. All right, so now we can attach our little castle once I get all these backs off. It's an older set from the last annual catalog, but it is on last chance if you guys want to order that. Let me know if you want to add that to your order for Stamp Camp, and I can include it with your kit, and I can pay your shipping and tax. Just send me a text message if you want that. I can order it and add it on to your kit stuff. All right, so this is, I think, did I not get these off? Lord have mercy. I get distracted when I'm pulling these off and I don't know which ones I've done and haven't done. Okay, so we're gonna add our little castle right here at the edge of the tree line, or the grass line, I mean. Okay, and now we're gonna add the door. So when the door goes in here, it's going to be a little longer, which it's just by a hair. So it's okay, we're gonna put dimensionals on the back of it, just 2. Maybe a mini. It's not that old, but it's on last chance. Cheryl, why are you staying quiet? I like when you're loud. This is a party. We're having a game night. Have you ever been to a game night that was quiet? Not I, said the fly. Game nights at our house usually end up in tears because Jonah says something horrible to Johanna and hurts her feelings. Then she starts crying. It's just a nightmare. All right, and then you just want to trim that little edge. Just run it right along the edge of your castle. And then there is your castle door. I don't remember off the top of my head. Kidding Around, I think. But if you want it included in your, if you just want the dies included in your order, I know they're on last chance. They're not that expensive. I'd be happy to toss them in with your other kit. But if you want to buy them on your own, that's fine too. Okay, so we've added our little cute castle. So cute. And now we're going to add our piglet. So let's get our piggy out. And again, you're going to have 2 pieces. Okay. And you'll die cut them separately. And then we're going to use dark smoky slate to go around and color. You're not a distraction, Cheryl. How could you be a distraction? Everybody's talking. I'm actually live, so I can answer any questions you guys have for me or any comments. I can field them, so it's kind of nice. Okay, and let's finish with the bottom of our piglet. So cute. Cheryl, did you see the other cards or no? I'll show them all at the end again. I had to do a gray piggy because I just thought piggies come in all different colors, and I just thought it would be cute to have 4 different colored piggies so that you guys could realize that you could use lots of colors to make these piggies, not just pink. And I didn't even use some of the other pinks we have. Great, I'm glad that you saw them all in your quiet world, Miss Cheryl. Okay. So we're gonna add the glue and add the little head on the piglet. Ta-ta! All right, now we need to decorate her. What do I need? I need a little piece of cardstock. I don't think I cut it. I have to grab that. I thought I had it out here, but I must have put it away thinking I was cleaning up earlier today because I do not see it in the realm. So I'll go into my bin and grab that real quick. And what we're going to do is we're going to take these stars. These stars are going to come in your kit also. And we are going to layer them on top of each other. Okay? So we're going to glue them one on top of each other. So I'm going to start with this one. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, and then I'm going to layer it over the top of this star. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the third one, and then glue it over the top of the other ones. Tweezers to the rescue. Okay. And so then you have all these little stars on top of stars on top of stars, and it's super fun. And then you're gonna have 2 of these. I gave you 2 of these in the kit. 2 little skinny pieces like that because I just wanted to make sure in case you lost one, but it's just a thin, that one's too skinny. It's just a thin piece that I trimmed off of a scrap, and it's going to be the handle of the wand. The wand is a very important part of being a princess. You have to have a wand to rule your subjects. So wands are quite important. All right, we also stamped the sentiment, and I'm gonna fussy cut that real quick. Shouldn't take but a second. And again, just like I did last time, I'm just gonna roll my scissor back and forth and just make it whimsical and fun, and roll around this piece. Not try and get all serious and intricate and all that good stuff, because this is just a fun card with lots of fun images, and we want our happy birthday to be just as fun. And okay, we're done with happy birthday. All right, so we are going to work on the crown. So I'm going to explain how you do the crown. So you're going to get a piece of this glittery paper in your kit. And you're going to stamp them side by side so that the ends touch each other, the points. Okay, so here's your hat. Okay, and you're going to stamp 3 of them. And then instead, when you fussy cut them out, you're going to fussy cut them right along the wide line. But when you get to the top, you don't need all this little streamers. So you're just going to cut a circle in the top. Okay? Everybody with me? Then you're going to take your bone folder and you're going to kind of twirl the two ends. Not twirl, but curl the two ends. Like kind of how we did the flower. Because we want her crown to form a dome. Okay? And you can even get your middle one kind of domed as well. Okay, so you want it to kind of curl. All right, and we're going to add this little strip, which is also going to be included. And it's going to be too long, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add some glue. Now this does take a second to adhere. Okay, so it's this glue on this surface of this like glittery surface, it doesn't like to glue right away. So I'm just going to put the crown bottom right here and I'm just going to hold it for a second and get it to adhere. And while it's adhering, I'm going to grab a clear block. That's what I'm going to put on top of it. I need to clean my clear blocks. They're so dirty. Okay, so there's a block to weight it down. And what we want to do is we want to put a scissor in our piggy ear here. And we want to do a little snip at this ear and a little snip at this ear. Follow the line that the artist has given us. So you're going to have 2 slits on either side of the ears. Okay, I'm glad you're with me. Okay, so this is going to stay here. So while we're waiting, we can put our tutu on our piggy. We can also add our sentiment, and of course you know what we're going to add to our wand. Wink of Stella, baby, because Wink of Stella makes everything sparkly and way 100% better. So add Wink of Stella. Is not included in this kit, but I did include it in a couple of kits back. I think not the burger, I think it was the April one. And so those of you who purchased that add-on should have it. Those of you who didn't, I'm assuming you didn't get it because you had one, so you should be fine adding a little bit of glitter and glam to our magic wand. And Wink of Stella is hard to see in person. I mean on camera, but in person you can see it. So I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to add some dimensions to this while we're waiting for our crown to adhere. And we're going to add our, I guess I have to push them down, our sentiment. Me too, Kimberly. Isn't this so fun, guys? I love game night. Okay. All right, we're down to, this is it. We're almost done with this card. The hard part is all done, okay? So now we're going to add this happy birthday to you right above our castle at the top here. So there's our happy birthday to you. And we're going to add her skirt. I'm going to move that up there with some mini glue dots. So I'm going to grab my roll. And when you get your piece, there's going to be a seam, and that's the back of her skirt. I'm going to hold it up here. Hopefully I can see when the camera catches up to me. So there is the seam. And you're going to, that's the back where that little seam is. You have, whoops, you have a seam on both sides. So you want that to be the back. Okay, so you're going to put a mini glue dot right on that edge at the top. Okay, and we're going to start with that piece. Okay, so we're going to add that skirt piece right to the edge of the middle part of the belly. Okay, so now what you want to do is keep adding glue dots to your ruffle. Just add it right over the top and then just glue it down. Flip over. Add another glue dot until you have all your whole tutu attached. But I am going to use, instead of putting my piece down, I have to find my, here it is. I'm just going to lift these glue dots up and stick them. And then stick her little skirt down. Come on now. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a piece to the other end. Okay, so I'm going to add a glue dot to the other end. And I'm going to add it where it belongs on her side here. Okay, and then what you're going to do to the rest of her little tutu is you're just going to slide your ruffles around, and you're just going to have them lay properly. And once you have them where they are laying, you want to grab mini glue dots and you want to start sliding them underneath and add your ribbon. See how I just did that one? So you want to slide it underneath your ruffle and then press down with your finger. And then same thing here, the last one. And I think I need one more on that one little ruffle. So I'm just going to add. But add as many as you need to keep your little piggy's tutu in place and secure. Okay, so there's her little tutu. She's so cute. All right, on to the next step. I'm going to wait for that crown just one more second. And we're going to open this up and we're going to put, you have a little piece of this pattern here, and we're going to add some adhesive to the back. And we're going to add that down here at the bottom. And then the inside says, let's party. And the little flags, the pennants. 1, 2. So fun. Let me clean, and then I'll do the let's party. And I'm putting let's party right down here. So there is your inside. All right, we just have to add our piggy, put her crown on. Now I do have to show you about the crown. I did take a marker that I had that is a pretty thick tip, and I used it to outline the crown. Okay, so now that it's adhered real good, you want to snip this end off so that it's even with your other side. Okay, and what you want to do here is you want to use your thick, and you want to do a circle on each of these circles, and it just helps to make her crown come to life better. I don't know if this pen, I think this pen has run out of juice. Let me try another one. I have plenty of, I have every kind of black marker known to man. You could use a Sharpie, any of them. So you just want to make sure that you have each of her little points on her crown are defined, and the little circle. And then I also defined the base along the 2 bottom edges like that. Okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to attach her little crown in a curve. So make sure it's nice and curved. And you're going to bend these 2 pieces back, because that's where the glue is going to go. Okay? So you want to just bend just a small amount. It doesn't have to be a lot. And you're going to use these little slits. You're going to slide your crown in on one side, in on the other, and then you're going to bow it so that those little slits, see how it's bowed in the back? And so what you want to do is you want to put wet adhesive, and then you can either use laundry safety pin, not safety pins, what are those things called? Clothespins, or something to hold your piece in place. So I'm just going to add a drop of wet adhesive to this back part of the ear, to this back part right there. Okay, hopefully you guys can see this. I'm going to actually bring the camera down for a minute because it will be easier for me to see what you're seeing. And then I'm going to bring this over the top, and you'll have to clip something to hold it in place. And then this one, remember, it's going to be bowed. So you want to bring that part down and hold that in place for a second. And what I did was I just used these old, these were embellishments like years ago, but you can use any kind of clip as long as you have something holding it down in the back that you could remove it once it's dry, kind of how I did with that weighted piece. So I'm just going to clip this little piece, whoops, I couldn't get it open, over this right here, and you want it to grab that little gold piece to hold it down and in place. And see how the crown is kind of domed? It's off of her head. So now we're going to give her her little wand. Okay, I'm going to put that in her hand. And then behind it, I'm going to put a dimensional, a mini, onto that. And then we're going to add her on dimensionals to our project. So let me bring you guys back up again. Make sure I'm in view and all that good stuff, because YouTube. There we go. All right, so now let's add our dimensionals to our piggy. I'm actually going to pull the backs off of them before I put them on, because I don't want to have to stretch our little piglet. And then she will get attached on to her castle here in a minute. I'm surprised that Rose hasn't popped on, that she hasn't popped on after VBS. And I'm going to use minis. I love playing jacks. I used to love to play jacks when I was a kid. It was always like a fun challenge, because I grew up kind of as an only, even though I had sisters, because I was so much younger. And so jacks was a really good game you could play alone. You didn't have to have people to play with. So I liked to play that. All right, I think I'm going to add a couple more minis wherever I feel like she needs a little boost, and maybe on the head here. One here and a big one in the middle. All right, one more, and then we can add her to the card. And those little clips are awesome. Any clip, as long as you can hold the spot that you need, that's all that matters. All right. On to attach Princess Piggy to her castle. Again, I like her to have her foot up, kind of like ballerina-ish. And you can add her to her castle. Even with the clips on there, just don't push down where it doesn't go. But once she's dry, you're going to release these clips, and that will have it held in place. And then you can push your little piggy, and then she has her little domed crown. And how cute is she? Adorable. With her cute little tutu. Make sure it's in place properly. Okay, on for the last game of the night. All right, guys. How fun is this project? Okay, so let me get the bingo. Gonna mix them up real good. Thank you, Lisa. I know, she's so cute. I don't know about 65 because I don't think I used that many on the piggy with the mud. You said 14 because I used long strips. Did you count them each as 2 or what? Last time I think I had over 100. All right, guys, I think we're good. Are you guys ready? Everybody have their numbers? I gotta put these dimensionals away while I'm waiting to make sure everybody has their numbers. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready for the last game. All right, here we go, guys. Thank you, Sherry. I knew you guys were gonna love these little projects. 8 is the first number. 8. Remember, those of you who won can play for fun. We want lots of you to win, so we're gonna pass the love to others that haven't won yet so they have an opportunity. 27. Tomorrow is mine and John's anniversary. 32 years together. We have some letters on the board. We have 2 L's. So me and John, we're going to go to the botanical gardens in our area to the butterfly house. We used to breed black swallowtail butterflies when we were when the kids were smaller, 4, and we used to let them go and release them when after they would come out of their chrysalis. And oh my gosh, it was so fun doing that. The kids really loved it, and it was a really huge part of their childhood. I feel like they really loved that part and remembering their childhood. Have you guys ever raised, thank you, Cheryl, have you guys ever raised butterflies? I might do it again when I get in the new house. Thank you, guys. 20. I don't know if I said 20, but 20 is the next number. 1. 1 is the next number. Ooh, Joyce. You already won, but you a lucky girl tonight. 14. 11. 21. 24. Ooh, Joyce. You a lucky lady. Thank you, Donna. 30. 10. Hey, is Natalie still with us? Oh yeah, I see her thumbs up. I just want to make sure she's still here. And I see her little happy face. 5. 19. 28. Thank you so much, guys. 23. 6. 3. 31. 13. Oh my gosh, look at those 3 numbers in a row. That's so crazy. Oh, Joyce, but you already won, right? So you already won a prize. So we're going to keep going. Oh, Lisa has luck. Sherry has LUC. 26. Lisa! Yay! Okay, let me verify. Lisa. Okay, Lisa was 1, 6, 13, 20, and 31. That is a good lucky number. Congratulations, Lisa. You guys, I had so much fun with you. And Lisa, you will be getting You Are Remarkable and the Distress Tile Embossing folder. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So guys, don't wait till the last second to sign up for Lucky Number Game Night for July. I think we will do Christmas in July. I don't know what we'll be making, but we'll use it. I will work on it probably next week sometime. And I hope that you guys had so much fun. Let's bring all the projects out. Project 1, Project 2, Project 3, and Project 4. Cheryl, you have to play with us next time. And if you guys need anything added to your kits when they go out, let me know. I will add those to it. This is a really fun project, and I hope you will enjoy working on them when you get them. As always, there'll be a bonus little cute something for you guys, because I never let you just have just the kits, because that wouldn't be any fun. But I appreciate you. I had so much fun too, Joyce. Yes, congratulations to the winners. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, and I am so grateful to have you as part of my group. If you have not clicked the thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate that. If you would like to join us for game night in July, you can either send me an email to Kelly, Kelli, at inkyhandswarmhearts.com. Let me know, and I'll make sure to send you out the sign-up sheet for next month. It's always fun to have a class mixed with some free prizes. So I hope that you'll join us next month as well. Thank you, Natalie. Have a good night, and thank you, everyone else. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and this is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!